1 o'clock, 3-man front as we roll on this Thursday. Sherrone Moore being fired at Michigan. That was the late breaking news yesterday. This rolled into today. Any speculation about where Michigan goes in their coaching search? Going to have to hire one in a hurry, Damien, it would seem, because you got the transfer portal that's going to be opening up. This is a hot time of year when a lot of moves are being made. You can't wait. The question is, who are those candidates that are out there? And if you're going for an elite coach, there's a good chance that one of those elite coaches could be coaching next week or beyond.
Yeah. Who's the betting favorite? BetOnline.ag?
According to BetOnline.ag, Kalen DeBoer is, and his odds have now moved. He was at plus 225. He's now at plus 200. Jed Fish of Washington next. Jesse Mentor. And then old Dilly, Kenny Dillingham.
I thought he loved Arizona State.
He's gotten some run. He does. He can't help it if his name's mentioned because he's a successful young
right, and that tells you that you're a great coach.
Football coach, right?
He's a great coach.
But Kenny Dillingham would have to listen, even though,
of course,
Arizona State.
And that's the thing. And that's the thing with Michigan, because of where your program is and who you are. When the phone rings, these coaches are going to answer.
Right.
They're going to make them. This is what Greg McElroy says: make them tell you no. Like it's Michigan, and Kalen DeBoer is kind of one of those guys. Again, he shut it down when he was asked about Penn State. So maybe he's probably playing the long game again when they have the press media run, and he's, hey, coach, we're seeing your name for Michigan, and he does the same thing very diplomatically. Say, thank you for asking me that question.
Isn't it interesting, though, how we used to talk about when we started even speculating on potential names and destinations and where they could go? Isn't it interesting that we used to talk about salary? We used to talk about salary. Well, they can't match what School X is paying this coach. They'll never get to $10 million. Now, $10 million's kind of the starting point.
Mm-hmm.
Now you got Lane Kiffin making what he's making, $12 million. That's kind of the sweet spot right now. But it seems like everybody is willing to pay a coach now $12 million a year. That's not even a question.
Money's no issue. Money is no issue at this point, because just with NIL, when you have the money, the SEC is bringing in the boosters. Money is no issue anymore. It is, okay, how do we go about getting this money? Because you can find yourself in a Brian Kelly situation.
Well, it pales in comparison to all the other things that you're funding. You're funding a roster. Mm-hmm. You have millions of dollars that are tied up into corporate partnerships, whether it be on the field stuff, your football building being named, whatever. We have third parties that are coming in and they're
right.
They're forming. The money is a different thing. I just think it's funny that now money is it's not what you're talking about.
No, it's all about fit
culture, quality of life, and what does the collective look like? What are you walking into? And a lot of times the conference you're in, is it a path of least resistance?
Yep. But and to me, and again, we're not painting the picture that Kalen DeBoer is gone, but there are some benefits that you would have. You know, you go into a program that, to me, I have this motto, I have this thought process that Kalen DeBoer, you either have to be forced out of Alabama or you retire. You just don't up and leave. And I think that where he has Alabama right now, again, this is year 2, and they're in the college football playoff. It's not that he's not having success, but this is kind of the side effect of that success, that your name is going to be brought up in these kind of situations like Michigan.
The last Alabama coach that left voluntarily, if my memory serves me correctly, that would be, I guess that would be Bill Curry technically.
And how many years ago was that?
Because no, that would it be Perkins? Are you going to go to the NFL?
Yeah, that was well before my time. I was a young whippersnapper.
It doesn't happen very often.
Yeah, right.
It's hard to foresee it happening here, but it's a new day in college athletics, right?
It is.
205-834-9450 on the text line. A lot of texts coming in. Oh, there's a lot of stuff on the Christmas party, too. Oh, Franchione. That's right. Franchione leaving for Texas A&M. Okay, so it's happened more.
Okay. But it hadn't happened in the past, 20-some-odd years?
It's been a minute.
All right.
Yeah, so Franchione. Good call. Forgot about the short run that
Dennis Franchione had.
And that's what
Pat can do.
Most people tend to forget those times anyway. So you're not alone.
Somebody asking if Kalen DeBoer did leave for Michigan, what would Alabama do? I make the call to Lanning first, or his representation. Yeah, are you that in love with Nike and Phil Knight? Do you like Oregon that much?
Right.
Yes, the humidity here in Tuscaloosa is going to be a little bit more than you experience in Eugene, but come on.
That would be the first.
All right, that'd be the first call. His representation says no. We heard Glenn Schumann. That's who Brett threw out. See Glenn Schumann.
But your first head coaching gig being the University of Alabama?
But the name that would be out there, would be out there is Tommy Rees. That's a name. There's a smoke. And you say no, and I think a lot of Alabama fans would no. You need to see experience first, right?
I think he
is it the whole thing.
I think he was fun. He was fine while he was there, but I don't think they would welcome him back with open arms. I would. And again, I mean, no offense to Tommy Rees, I just don't think that. I just don't think that would work. I would call Dan Mullen before I call Tommy Rees again. But realistically, where would you go?
Robert's in Greenville. Hey, Robert.
Hey, how y'all doing today?
We're doing okay. Hope you
are. Listen, first of all, I don't think Kalen DeBoer is going to go anywhere. I mean, I just think that him and his family really love in Tuscaloosa. I think that he made it very clear when Penn State was trying to hire him that he is not going to leave, and I pretty much think that this is a non-story. To be quite honest with you, I think the most realistic candidates that Michigan go after is Jesse Minter, who was our defensive coordinator at Michigan on the national title team that followed Jim Harbaugh out to L.A. with the Chargers, and also Jed Fitch. And I've also heard he is the Washington head coach who used to be an offensive coordinator at Michigan, and also heard Kenny Dillingham's name. And the other thing I want to address is the Brett Norsworthy interview. I disagree with what he said that Bama isn't tough enough to win football games. I mean, when you go to Athens and win at Georgia, which, by the way, some Ole Miss did not do, and you go to Missouri and face the number one ranked defense, number one ranked running game in the country at the time, and win there, something Ole Miss did not do. When you go to Auburn and win in Jordan-Hare in that atmosphere, no matter what the record is, something Ole Miss did not do, and you beat Tennessee, which is against that high-powered offense, which is something Ole Miss did not do. You don't question a team's toughness.
Okay.
Look, I think Alabama can beat Oklahoma if they get rid of the turnovers, and also if they, they had 406 yards of offense. But look, Alabama's got to get off to faster starts because they were getting off to much faster starts during the middle part of the season. In the Auburn game, they jumped out in front 17-0.
Yeah.
I just think they can't have any bad breaks. Like the missed call on in the Oklahoma game when there was a neutral zone infraction on Ty Simpson's touchdown.
Robert, thank you for the phone call. They got to play cleaner football.
Yeah.
Less turnovers.
Yeah. I'm sorry I missed the Brett Norsworthy interview. He said Alabama wasn't tough?
That's not what he said.
Oh. Okay, I was just making sure.
You can go back and find it.
Yeah,
JocksFM.com. The portion where he was talking about getting a guy like Schumann some of that Alabama toughness back, but he did not say that Kalen DeBoer and this team was not tough.
Right. He's a Southern gentleman. I wouldn't expect him to say anything.
No.
That disparaging.
Let's go to John. John, welcome in the three-man front.
Hi, thank you for taking my call. I wanted to just offer this bit of information about Kalen DeBoer and his recent coaching history. In 2017 and 18, he was an assistant at Fresno State. He lasted 2 years there. 2019, an assistant at Indiana, 1 year. 2021, he was a head coach at Fresno, 2 years. 22-23, head coach at Washington, 2 years. And so 24-25, head coach at Alabama. Well, that's been 2 years. Now, past performance is not a predictor of future indication, but he's very comfortable moving on if he thinks it's a job that's better for him. And he's probably not going to get a raise this year at Alabama. He's done about like they expected, hasn't overachieved to this point. So if he were to leave to Michigan, he could expect to get a raise, I would think. So that would be another possible determining factor. So I'll thank you for letting me express that, and I'll listen to your response. And y'all have a great day.
John, no, thank you. And the time periods where he was in previous stops But I will also throw out he was also an aspiring coach that was climbing the ladder,
Mm-hmm.
and he kept getting opportunities and chances to move up. And he had to prove himself at Fresno State. Obvious jump would have been to a Power Four, which he did at Washington. Which that job, even though it is Power Four, he made it to a college football playoff, played for it all.
Yep.
That elevates you to the elite company of the Alabamas of the world.
And
So I'm not saying that it can't happen again, and you're correct.
right.
But I don't could be proven wrong.
But it doesn't feel like that's
Doesn't feel like the rap that we had on Lane Kiffin.
right.
Or that was on Nick Saban, quite honestly, before he started his how many year run in his tenure at Alabama?
yeah.
Because it was Nick Saban's not going to be there longer than 3 years. 4 years max. There's no way that he's sticking around. He'll move on and do something else.
And you're like, oh, it's year 10. He's still here.
Yeah, and then the dynasty that he built.
right.
But Kalen DeBoer doesn't strike me. Look, I think that he took this job knowing full and well what it entailed and the expectations that would be there.
Absolutely. I agree with you 100%.
And we are not predicting him to leave,
No.
but it's out there and
also
it's certainly worthy of conversation.
and also Michigan's not a better job than Alabama. It's not.
No,
Not even close.
no. Everything that Molly said about Michigan, well, she said actually good things about Michigan.
Really?
Yeah, she lived there for a time.
Is it the Big Ten bias? Like she has to? Is she required to say positive
No.
things?
I
About
think
other-
there's nice parts of Michigan. We just don't get to talk about them a lot because most of the stuff that comes out of that state is negative and it's scandal.
exactly Matthew Stafford. I'm with you 100%.
Matthew Stafford. All right, 3-man front. We continue on Jocks. We continue here.
Beautiful. Doesn't it just feel angelic? That woman there. Love me some Celine Dion.
Celine Dion's.
Oh. I got a Rolodex.
Just
The first one.
the mood you're in right now.
See, mine is I'm a
Don't do anything. You would have to sing it for me, and I'd be like, yeah, I love that one.
Mine's I'm in the weeds with Celine, but my number one song would be "Skies of L.A." It's a very, very melodic song. It's beautiful.
Off topic, but that was going to be one of the reasons we went to Vegas if she was going to do her residency, but nothing on that.
Nah,
because that's one I want to see before she hangs it up.
Same. Because you saw over the Summer Olympics when she was on the Eiffel Tower, bro. I shed a gangster tear on that one. I was like, that is my queen.
Yep.
Man.
A lot of conversation.
It is.
Not around Celine Dion.
Oh.
But unfortunately about what happened at Michigan, what is transpiring there in the state of Michigan. Sharon Moore fired yesterday by the Wolverines. Inappropriate relationship is what the school cited, firing him for cause with a staffer who some people have identified. Not going to put that out there until it is made official, and you can go and you can do your own legwork. You folks are pretty resourceful, and you can see what has been put out there, but don't want to add anything to anything else than just the facts that are being reported. Right. Expected to be arraigned. It was reported earlier today by the Associated Press he was going to be arraigned later on today. Now getting a report that it will be tomorrow before he's arraigned, but they're going through this process. He spent the night in jail. That there is something to this, and not just the firing of Sharon Moore, but also maybe what took place while all of this was going on.
Yeah, it's the human reaction to a situation that really could have just been a stain. Like, hey, man, because, again, we weren't there. We weren't there holding the flashlight. We don't know what all went down, but we do know that he was fired for cause, and really and truly that could have been the end of the story. That could have been the end, and to say, hey, we hate it for you, Sharon. Greener pastures because
you messed up. You can't do it.
Right.
We can't overlook it.
Yeah, you can deal. You have to answer. You have to answer to your family. Like that's the biggest thing. Like you got to look your family in the face and all this thing that went down. Again, time heals all wounds. Right. Time heals all wounds. We could have potentially seen you back on the sidelines, but then when the reactionary situation that happens after that, that's when it becomes like, hey, man, you're untouchable at this point.
Well, yeah. If any of that comes to light that it actually happened, again, the rumors that are out there, the speculation of the events of late yesterday, if any of that is proven to be factual and true,
you're done.
He's done.
Done.
Done, done, done.
And there's nothing there. I'm sorry, he can't forgive that one.
No. So from that, then why we're talking so much about it is it's smoke at the moment, but Kalen DeBoer's name immediately thrown out there. Betting odds favorite right now, by not that being the headliner, but just think it's interesting that we saw it in the Penn State search when his name started getting traction, but that was later in the search that started coming about, and he had to shoot it down last week. This one, though, it seems like it's, at least with the talking heads, they're giving it more credence than there ever was to. Yeah. Not saying that it's mutual.
Right. It's just the nature of the job because of
nature of the job
of the name.
It's a program, and it probably gets your attention a little bit more. That's why I asked Brett, do you give it any more credence, even remotely entertain it with it being Michigan as opposed to Penn State? And he said yes, and I would agree.
Yeah, it's the name. It's powerful. You got to tell them no.
So your reaction to all of that, our buddy Crimson Convict. Hey, Crimson Convict, how are you?
I'm good, man. Did everybody have a good Thanksgiving?
We had a great Thanksgiving. How about you?
Oh, outstanding. Outstanding. And Damian, this is the first time I've had a chance to talk to you, brother. Congratulations.
Man, thank you, brother. I really do appreciate it.
Yeah, I got a little surprised you jumped out of the game. Not like I know you, but whenever you meet the one that defines the whole objective of the game, you hang up your cleats, brother. Good
Exactly.
to have you.
Exactly, man. My jersey's up in the rafters.
Right? Good for you, man. Well, listen, guys, I'm going to tell you something. It is, like I said, usually the sum of multiple coincidences wind up making a fact. And the fact that his name is jumping to the top of these lists, is this just Jimmy, the puppet master Sexton, weaving his web? Or is it possible that DeBoer is actually telling his people through the back channels to, hey, put it out there. Let's just see what happens. Let's go fishing. I mean, what's your opinion on that? Do you think that's possible?
I definitely think it's possible. And make no mistake about it, Jimmy Sexton is weaving a web. Where that ends and who that affects and the dominoes that fall, who knows? But yeah, Jimmy Sexton is obviously doing that. Don't know what the motive is though, and that was a good question because that's the question we're all asking: would there be any interest there? I don't think it's Kalen DeBoer saying, "Hey, put my name out there," but
okay,
I do not believe that.
Well, here's my thing. You guys, I've been a huge critic of DeBoer, and at this point, I'm satisfied. I'm fine. He got us back in the playoffs. I always said my objective for this year was to go at least one win into the playoffs, and I think we got a great chance of doing that. And before Alabama fans really start, waving bon voyage to this guy, he has still not had an opportunity to implement his athletes, his offense, because from what I've always understood, DeBoer at Washington was always like Parker Brailsford. He likes those undersized linemen in order to run his offensive scheme, to do the pull concepts, to do things like he does not have his personnel at Alabama yet to see exactly what we could do. So maybe I'm misinformed on that, but, from my studying, that's, I still don't think he has the athletes that he wants to actually open this thing up and make Alabama what it could be, under his reign. So I'm just telling Alabama fans, look, guys, if your major programs want your guy that bad, you may want him to stay at the house for a little while. Appreciate it.
Yep. No, thank you. And that's something you need to remember.
Yeah.
You have a coach that is highly thought of. Not that Alabama fans are not appreciative. I'm sure there's a few. Actually, I was claiming to be Alabama fans on the text line. Like, doesn't deserve an extension, doesn't deserve a raise. Don't appreciate him.
Right.
Go to Michigan. I don't care. We'll be better. We'll be back to winning natties next year. But to have your coach that's highly thought of, and that's one of the names now, he's in that current college football coaches elite group.
Right.
We're talking about Kalen DeBoer, a guy that 3 years ago, I think some of our listeners wouldn't have known that he was at Fresno State.
Nope.
And coaching a quarterback in Jake Haener.
Nope.
Wouldn't have known that.
Nope. Nobody would have.
No. And then all of a sudden, what does he do? He takes 4-8 Washington and turns them around.
Championship game.
Yeah. But for that name now is to be, it's up there. What was the other? My first thought was not Kalen DeBoer when this job was open.
Right.
My mind went Brian Kelly. That's Brian Kelly.
Yep.
I kicked the tires. Let's see, hey, are you interested? Because I view Brian Kelly as one of those elite coaches.
Mm-hmm.
Like it or not.
It just didn't work at LSU. That's all. It just didn't work. We've seen these things happen. Elite.
Didn't work to their liking. It worked.
Right. Yeah. Got a Heisman Trophy winner out of it. Got Jaden Daniels to transfer from Arizona State down.
His record was better than Hugh Freeze and what he did at all.
Yeah.
Now, I understand circumstances that you walk into.
Yeah. A little different.
And Brian Kelly wasn't terrible.
Nope.
Pretty
A lot of coaches, a lot of programs would have accepted what Brian Kelly had put forth during his time.
It's
at
all
LSU.
relative.
Right. It's just
What window
we're
are you
LSU.
looking at it? Yeah.
Yeah, we're LSU. He went to the SEC championship year one.
So yeah, the question would be is if he left, that would be a difficult spot.
What's a Michigan accent sound like, Molly?
Pretty normal.
Really?
Yeah.
So he couldn't fake an accent? Or...
It's not quite like a Minnesota or Wisconsin.
I'll get my Aunt Kathy. She can call in the show. You can hear it.
Okay. It's no Minnesota.
No, it's
No,
not.
see-
No, it's not that.
My brother and sister-in-law don't sound like that. It's
Yeah.
just like your typical Midwestern, but it's not extreme,
Mm-hmm.
like a Wisconsin or a Minnesota. You know.
Gotcha.
I don't. It's an accent that sounds a lot like Scandal.
Like the show, the TV show.
Like Scandal.
Oh, I
just
thought you were talking about the TV show,
No.
like Kerry Washington. Like, okay.
No. I tell you what, it doesn't sound like this. Welcome into Three Man Front.
What's up, guys? How y'all doing?
We're doing great, Don. How are you?
I'm great, man. I'm really excited about all the hires that we've had on this coaching staff. And one good thing about it, guys, is just they all have SEC recruiting experience, and some of them have been at Auburn before. But Landrum, I just saw something on and you saw this kid play last week. There's a Tulsa tight end named Brody Foley that's being mentioned about transferring to Auburn. What do you think of him?
I'll be honest with you. Brody Foley.
Yeah, first team all AAC tight end Brody Foley plays for Tulsa.
I couldn't tell you anything about him. Didn't know who Brody Foley was until you just mentioned his name. So honestly, I can't tell you. I'm looking at his stats: 37 catches, 528 yards, and 7 touchdowns this season. Not bad in that
bad.
offense.
Yeah, 6'6", 260. So
Cincinnati
name to remember,
kid
but-
originally.
yeah, but Damon, hey, good to have you on the show, buddy. Y'all, it's been a great show today, guys. A lot of stuff going on.
Yeah,
But-
thank you,
but-
brother.
Thanks, Don. I'll wear the Christmas
Thank
party.
you, guys.
Christmas
Appreciate
sweater
it.
next Tuesday. Thanks. Appreciate it. Don also mentioning the coaching hires. If you're just joining the program and we have people that we understand your busy workday and your schedule in and out all day. Tim Banks, former defensive coordinator there at Tennessee, expected to be joining Auburn on that staff as the safeties coach. Cam Martin, former Auburn running back. He was at Tulsa this past year as a running backs coach, expected to join that staff. And also Larry Porter, who was at West Virginia most recently, but his name you will recognize around the SEC and at Auburn, in fact, from 2017 to 2020, expected to join the staff. So Alex Golesh, obviously putting a priority on guys that fit, but also guys that he knows can go out and recruit.
Mhm.
And I think that is welcome to Auburn fans who didn't know a whole lot about Alex Golesh, but certainly remember what didn't happen under Brian Harsin. And that was darkening the doors of high schools in that 250-mile radius that Alex Golesh put an emphasis on in his introductory press conference.
Got to get them. You got to get them. Listen, man, the nature of this game, you got to recruit year round. Even the guys that you're getting out of high school, transfer portal, you got to get it right.
Can you imagine? I know this because Alex Golesh, he's been at big time programs. He was at Tennessee in the SEC, but being at South Florida, and this is a South Florida program out of the American, they might have the highest athletic department budget per year. Saw a report $110 million compared to other schools in that conference at $42 million operating. So he had resources, but can you imagine going there to coming to the SEC and the resources that he has available now on a daily basis?
I'll be on the phone every day.
And what you hope is a guy that's been pretty good at doing it where he's been, getting there and thriving and going, this is all I needed. This is all I ever asked for.
I ain't even got to go 50 miles outside of where I'm at. We can get them.
And he hit the ground running.
Yep.
A lot of your texts coming in on the hypothetical that got thrown out by one of our listeners. If there was an SEC football coach's Christmas party, who is doing what? We'll get those were really good. Back into those as well as we got Molly marinades. And I'm so glad you're here for it. You didn't get the questions. I didn't get the questions. Have no idea what she's going to ask. But we will try to answer those questions next on Three Man Front.
No. Jesus.
National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation,
Legendary.
1989 classic. Damien, you will always remember
Oh,
where
my
you were
gosh.
the first time that you viewed that epic film.
Yeah, buddy. I appreciate you, man. I really do. I had never seen it a day in my life, and I didn't know what to expect, but I left. And I can see the scene.
D
I can
came.
see
D
it.
came over to the house.
It was-
We watched it.
it was
You can't
no,
see the line,
no
can
kidding,
you, Ross?
Molly. He laughed the entire movie.
Oh, it's my favorite Christmas.
Oh, my
And
movie.
it
gosh.
brought such joy. It brought such joy to me because he had never seen it, and I played it up big.
You did.
I sold it, and I was like, "Did I oversell it? Can you oversell that movie?"
No.
And then Damien, totally different generation,
Hilarious.
laughs his tail off the entire
Oh,
time.
my gosh.
That was good.
It really was.
Yeah.
And but they say that's the best one, though. Like, of all the vacation movies, that's the best one.
Yeah, it's my favorite.
God.
If I woke up with my head sewn up to the carpet, I'd be
Yes.
more surprised than I am now.
How about our friends at Prize Picks? Whoa, we played Prize Picks yesterday. We went
did.
college basketball. Braden Smith, 14 and a half points. We went more. Braden Smith last night, 15 points.
Okay.
Now, Nebraska guy, Rink Mast.
So close.
Oh, we were so close. 17 and a half points was the player projection. We went more. Rink last night, 17 points. If we'd have gone less,
Oh, that
we
was-
would have won. But
Those old halves.
we're back at it today. You can be a winner too with our friends at Prize Picks. Join millions of users. Sign up for America's #1 fantasy sports app. It's simple to play. You're going to pick more or less, like we just showed you there, on at least 2 player stats. If you get the picks right, both of them right, you're going to cash in. Tonight, we do have professional football going on.
Let's go.
Bijan Robinson, one-time Texas Longhorn. He's the running back for the Dirty Birds. 74 and a half rushing yards is the player projection.
They're playing the Bucks,
74 and a half at Tampa Bay.
Okay.
More or less
right?
for Bijan.
Kirk Cousins is starting. I'm going to say more. They're going to have to rely on the run game.
Okay. Go more.
I'm going more.
Baker Mayfield,
Ooh.
quarterback for the Buccaneers, 219 and a half passing yards. More or less. I'm riding with you. Come on.
I saw Tua light up that Falcons secondary early on in the season. Baker Mayfield is a better quarterback than Tua Tagovailoa right now. Give me Baker more.
All right.
And Mike Evans back.
We get those right. We're a winner. Download the Prize Picks app today. Use code WJOX. $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code WJOX. $50 in lineups after the first $5 lineup. Prize Picks. It is good to be right. Molly's got questions. We try to answer. This is Molly Marinates.
Molly Marinates. And as always, Molly Marinates / Pat Ponders is brought to you by Courtesy GMC out in Trustful. Go see them this holiday season. Okay, question number 1. Please take a look at the college football playoff bracket if you don't have it memorized. And instead of the football teams actually competing against each other, you have to replace each team with its live mascot. Who do you think's getting the farthest? Who do you think's losing out first? What you got?
All right.
So for Georgia, the Bulldogs, obviously.
Well, hang on. The green wave. Are we
Mhm.
talking mascot or are we talking an actual wave?
An actual. I'm thinking real life.
Oh, well.
All right. Well, Bulldog doesn't stand a chance.
No.
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 Hurricane, yes.
Uh huh.
Yeah.
Sorry, Aggies.
Yeah. And James Madison, the Dukes.
Go ahead and get the Buckeyes out of there too.
Yeah,
Now-
they're cooked.
What is the Rebel doing here? Is he taking on the wave or is he riding the wave?
That's a good question. You're definitely taking the wave on.
I think you're taking the wave.
taking the wave on. It's head to head.
I don't know, Mother Nature though.
Yeah. Ooh.
Elephant.
In a hurricane or a wave?
I mean, I'd like an elephant versus a wave in a hurricane versus me and you versus a wave or a hurricane.
Yeah. Huh. It might.
I think. And then what about the Red Raider?
They're cooked. They're cooked.
Yeah.
They got a gun though.
He's
he
but see
you
the
can't shoot the
Red
water.
Raider's sitting there like, come on, wave, woo, bow, 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 bow. And the
Bullets going
wave
straight
just,
in
Wave just drop.
he's gone.
Yeah, Tulane.
He's
Hey,
done.
Look at you. You're national champion. Give the green
I'm,
wave.
I'm gonna go with the green wave.
I like the
wave.
green wave too.
Yeah.
See, I was thinking either green wave or the Hurricanes, because you know.
Well, you know what? Take that back. I'm gonna go hurricane.
But hurricane causes waves,
Yeah, so that would make
True.
hurricane.
more powerful.
Yeah,
Right.
but wind too.
But wind, yeah.
Mm. A hurricane and a green wave walk into a bar. Yeah. So a
Shane Beamer's waiting on them.
hurricane.
How does this go? I'm gonna stay. I will go hurricane. Yeah, hurricane.
Yeah, hurricane.
Okay, I like it. That was a fun question.
It was.
Yes or no?
Oh boy.
Will Brian Kelly be the head coach of a college football team in 2026?
I'm gonna say yes.
No. Nope. 2027, yes.
Okay.
Not in 2026.
926.
Mm-mm.
I'm trying to think if there's any job like would your pride be in the way at this point because you've coached at Notre Dame, LSU? You're not going to get your.
You know, I don't know.
You're not going
Does-
to get back in the
Well, I mean, I think all of these coaches, there's pride and there's ego.
right.
Mhm.
He's got plenty of money,
Uh-huh.
but also is it about legacy and just got fired from that job?
Mm-hmm. Like you're not going to take a Louisiana Lafayette.
He's not taking a rebuild. He's not stepping down. No way.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But your question in particular, Molly, I say no in 2026.
Okay. Damien, you
Unless-
said yes.
Unless Michigan all of a sudden he
Right.
appears on their
I say yes.
Okay.
I say yes.
I like different.
radar. Which it does kind of intrigue me that the Vegas odds, Brian Kelly is nowhere near the top.
Mm-hmm.
Just saying.
Mm-hmm. All right. Next question.
Just
And
he looks like a Michigan coach.
Yeah. This question, I think we could also get some listeners to answer as well.
Okay.
So think back to your childhood. You wake up bright and early. It's Christmas morning. You're running down the stairs to see what Santa Claus brought you. Whatever age you might have been, what was your most memorable Christmas gift or the thing you wanted the most when you were a kid at any age?
Yeah.
Because we're all pretty different ages, so I think we'll all have pretty different answers.
I know mine. Power Rangers Wild Force was the first season where they had cell phones as their morphers. And again, I'm 7 years old at this time.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have a cell phone. That
Yeah.
was the closest thing I was going to get. It was just a toy, but nonetheless, it was a Power Rangers Wild Force, specifically Red Ranger morpher, because in their morphing sequence, you can kind of like they have like little like I guess you say legs that can turn into their animal, and the Red Ranger was the Raging Lion.
Huh.
Hey,
Okay.
almost brought a tear to my eye.
Mine was football because I've been fascinated with football ever since I was a kid. But
Mhm.
it was actually I've been a helmet geek my
Mhm.
entire life
Mhm.
because one of the most memorable, I can remember Santa bringing me. Not only did I get this at an early age, the kids, they have the helmet, they got the jersey, maybe the pants, maybe some shoulder pads that come with the whole little kit. I had that. But at 6, I wanted a real football helmet,
Yeah.
and I got it.
What team?
It was a standard
Oh, it was just a
football helmet.
just basic.
Stock white, gray face mask, not a cool face mask, didn't care.
That's awesome. Though.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Went full uni
Let's
in the
ride.
yard that morning.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
By the way, nobody else out there with me. Full uni in the yard, throwing the Hail Mary pass to myself
Atta
over and
baby.
over.
This goes to show the generation I'm part of, but I think I was 7 or 8 when the Nintendo Wii came out,
Oh boy.
and that was a huge deal. I remember, like I said, I was either 7 or 8 years old. We got the Wii, and we got Rock Band and Mario Kart. Those were the games that came with it. And me and my brother, my dad, my mom would play sometimes. We would sit there for hours. My brother would be on the drums, and I would have my little guitar. Or we'd be playing Mario Kart, like on Rainbow Road, trying
Yeah,
not
let's
to fall.
go.
Because that was a huge deal in like
Oh, yeah.
08.
Sure.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
I loved my Wii. I still have it. I just don't have the remotes, so I can't play it.
I
Hey,
did
play-
get the biggest surprise I got though from my grandfather. We go to Wetumpka after we'd open presents here, then we'd go down to Wetumpka where my mom's side of the family was, and I had a go-kart waiting for me. Didn't ask
Oh,
for it.
boy.
That's
Didn't,
awesome.
didn't ask for it.
God.
My grandparents, they lived on a farm,
Oh man.
had the go-kart there.
Yeah.
Got a different helmet to ride that thing. It was awesome.
The old scut wasn't gonna be able to
Yep.
protect you now.
Me and the German Shepherds just
Let's ride.
we go down to the pond, we go fishing.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's a go-kart. That's good.
Yeah. There's another story that goes along with that, but that's on the did your parents ever whip you as a kid? Whole different story.
You got a whooping
But
on
it was
the-
because of the go-kart. I disobeyed. I should have listened to my grandfather.
Makes sense.
And he meant what he said. Before you get back on it, I'm gonna wear you out.
He wasn't
did-
lying.
He did. No. He did.
He wasn't
You
playing.
know what? It's the only time. Only time it ever I never wanted one of those again.
Attaboy.
He was serious. All right.
And that's Molly Marinades.
Thank you, Molly. We appreciate it. More of the hypothetical SEC football coaches Christmas party. We got suggestions, roles for all the coaches coming in from you, our great Jocks listeners. We'll do it next. 151, a busy Thursday here on the show. Pat's back with us tomorrow. Damian, thanks for hanging out with us today.
I appreciate it. It's been fun.
Yeah, we always appreciate having you, brother. Your family, Molly Robinson, for anchoring things, running all that great Christmas music. Really puts me in the mood. I'm sure a lot of you and a lot of compliments coming in. And that was all Molly. We appreciate it. A lot of texts coming in, and this was a hypothetical that was thrown out by one of our listeners on the text line. And it was, let's just pretend that there's an SEC football coach's Christmas party.
Yeah.
What are the coaches doing at the party? Who's the life of the party? Who's the responsible person? Who's the organizer?
Mm-hmm.
Who's the cook? Who's the comic? Who's the guy that stands in the corner behind the plant?
Clark Lee.
That kind of thing. You know where we're going with this. We've had a lot of great suggestions. A lot of them on Lane Kiffin. Will says Lane dresses as Santa to attract women to sit on his lap.
Oh, okay.
You notice I'm not discounting it. I'm looking at Molly's expression in there. It's like, kind of makes you think.
yeah.
You entertain the idea.
Yeah.
I entertain that more than I do Caitlin DeBoer leaving Alabama for Michigan.
Yeah. So what?
Kiffin clause.
So
Kiffin clause.
So what do you want for Christmas this year?
Right down on Lane.
What would you want? I got a plane in Baton Rouge that, I mean, the fuel is pretty. It's the jet's ready to go, and
Is that Lane?
it is.
You got to work on your lane. I want you to channel more Shane Beamer, because Collins from Pelt City, you did not realize that Shane Beamer was in studio.
Well, listen. I've been here the entire time, and you know, when I look around, and we're here for a Christmas party, but nobody's really dressed up, and I'm the only one that got the sweater invite, and I guess everybody's the big joke on me because I finished last.
The way you tuck the corner of your mouth, it's exactly like Shane Beamer.
We've seen a lot of his press conferences.
If you're watching on Jocks TV, if you're not, we invite you to watch.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of his press conferences, and I've started to pick up a lot of things that, you know, listen, my dad was a great coach at Virginia Tech.
Coach, could you take Mark Stoops in a fight?
Listen, I'm not afraid. He's got me in size, but just the culture and everything that we've built on my end, I'm pretty scrappy myself.
This one reads, if the alcohol is flowing,
Oh, boy.
Lane gets sloppy and starts the drunk dialing.
Oh.
He's got his go-go juice.
You think he's going to call Brian Kelly? Hey, I appreciate everything that you left in the office.
But he tells Pete
Oh, boy.
Golding, who's also at the party, to do the dialing, like Pete's still his
Wow. That's
boy.
That's disrespectful.
Pete shucks the visor and goes to work.
Yeah. I don't know. I can't do Pete's voice. I hadn't heard him enough.
That's right.
But Eli Drinkwitz is probably over there. Look at those boys.
Venables is wiping on that white chapstick, watching all the action.
Man, I want to get in. I want to get in, but I'm going to stay out.
Taylor, this is really good. I'm just picturing Saban coming home early and everybody running.
What's going on here?
Saban, one of his many homes, doesn't realize all the coaches. Kirby still had a key.
Yeah, Coach, I just figured, man, we'd have a good time. We're here for a good time. No worries. Go Dogs.
And the Sam Pittman, somehow I see an uninvited Sam Pittman hanging around the deviled egg tray.
They told me it was a party.
I love a good deviled egg.
They told me. They got some cold beer?
Freeze, Stoops, Pittman agreed to park the cars.
That's disrespectful. Sam Pittman always good in the SEC. Anytime he wants to come back, he's good.
That's right.
Hugh Freeze, maybe not.
God is great. Have a wonderful rest of your Thursday.